Welcome back to the vlog. All right, this just came in. It's an email from my editor at Portfolio, and it's the descriptive copy of book number 3, the name of which I've kept a secret until now. But now I will share this with you because the manuscript is due, and on Monday, this descriptive script, this copy, is going to go to Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble and other booksellers so that Portfolio can start pre-selling the book. You're the first people to hear this because you're part of this community, and I decided to share it here before anyone else in the world gets to see or hear this. Eat Their Lunch: Winning Customers Away from Your Competition by Iannarino. Let's stop here for just a minute. When I turned the book proposal in, the book was called The Competitive Displacement Playbook. And that's because I name things what they are. Like the sales blog is called the sales blog. That's how you know it's a sales blog. A competitive displacement playbook would be called the competitive displacement playbook. That's what you would call it. The first book that was called The Only Sales Guide You'll Ever Need was originally called 17 Elements. Why? Because there's 17 elements, so it would just make sense to name it what it is. The second book, The Lost Art of Closing, Winning the 10 Commitments That Drive Sales, was called The Art of Commitment Gaining when I handed it in because it's about commitment gaining. So I tend to call things what they are. And the publisher likes things to be a little bit more aggressive than that and a little bit more exciting in the way of a title. So we've got Eat Their Lunch, that's the title. The first ever playbook for B2B salespeople on how to win clients and customers who are already being serviced by your competition, from the best-selling author of The Only Sales Guide You'll Ever Need and The Lost Art of Closing. It probably is the first playbook that really looks through the lens of competitive displacements. And I like that because I think it's important. And I think as much as people want to work in a blue ocean, we live in a red ocean, so you might as well be a great white shark. And if the water is going to be bloody, it doesn't have to be your blood. Most sales teams do not have the luxury of selling to fresh clients who are looking for what the salesperson is selling. Instead, they work in crowded, highly competitive environments where winning means taking market share from their competitors who are at the same time working to take market share away from them. And think about this. If you're in an industry that's growing at like 2 or 3% a year, how do you get 12% growth? You've got to go out and take it from someone else. And that's the heart of this book, except it's really tactical and practical for salespeople. As a salesperson working in these competitive conditions, how do you win a contract from your dream client when they seem satisfied with the service your competitor provides? Do you attempt to compete on the features of your product, the superior customer care attached to it, or the improved results your dream client can expect by switching to your service? Right here we're talking about level 4 value creation. Iannarino argues that in today's environment, none of those tactics will convince your prospect to make a switch. To displace your competition, you need to become your prospective client's trusted advisor. You need trust, you need advice, right? By creating tangible value for them even before they decide to partner with you. That's true. In Eat Their Lunch, Iannarino outlines a strategy for how salespeople can create that kind of value, offering insights like why different stakeholders in the buying process prioritize different kinds of value and why you need to tailor your value creation to each of them. Rank your prospective clients not on the basis of their size or convenience to you, but on who stands to gain the most strategic advantage from your solution. Again, we're back to being advisors. Develop a more holistic view of the client by eliciting stakeholders' individual beliefs and behaviors and the organization's collective beliefs and behaviors. This is chapter 5. It's the most difficult chapter I've ever had to write because I'm taking one of the most complex ideas in the world because it's an idea that allows you to understand everything you're looking at through a certain lens and making it practical and tactical so you can actually use it. You'll see that it's going to be an interesting chapter for people when they get a look at it. The goal is to be so valuable to your dream clients that they want to hire you, but will have to settle for buying your product instead. That's a true story. I should write that in the book. Maybe I'll do that now that I'm saying this out loud on video. I made this call on one client when I was a young kid, and I had so much information and I was doing so much consulting. He literally offered me a job on the spot. But he was not the kind of person that I would have worked for anyway, and he was not the kind of person that you would want to spend time with. And I turned him down. So you can look at today's blog post if you want, and it's the care and feeding of your pet dragon. There are some people that you don't want to feed the dragon and you don't want to clean up after that dragon because a dragon does not make a good pet. And in this case, I walked away from that. So this is book 3. It's called Eat Their Lunch. I forget what the subtitle is already. I need to look at it again. winning customers away from your competition. So in the last book, we were driving new sales with the 10 Commitments, and this time we're winning customers away from the competition. Book 3 will be out in October. It will be in the publisher's hands on Thursday, and you'll see this soon. So you heard it first. Eat their lunch. Look for it on bookshelves later on this year. I'm Anthony Iannarino. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit subscribe. Make sure you're on the mailing list, thesalesblog.com/newsletter, and you'll get notice when the book comes out. And I'll see you tomorrow. This is Every Day.